What's up, fight fans? This is Kurt DeVille with Counterpunch Boxing News, and I have some new news concerning whatever. This is a various chat. Um, Headed back from my hometown, headed back into Austin. So, you know, just wanted to check in with you guys so we can talk about some boxing. Of course, we got one on the chat. Can I get one like? I'll let it load. We got 3 on the chat. When you guys come in, hit that like button. We got 18 on the chat. Nice, nice. Keep people coming in. Sirjit Dahami. What's up, brother? Counterpunch to you. We got 45 on the chat. Let's get 45 likes. Senor Contragolpe. You got it, ya tú sabes, mi reina. What's up, Lady Shan in the house? Um, Bucci Easy. What's up, brother? Counterpunch to you. D 115 times. What's up? Everything's up. Just about to take a flight. Jamie, Counterpunch to you. Jazza, KFC. Everything is good. I'm great. Chris Serrano is in the house. What's up, brother? Counterpunch to you. Jimmy Joe, Counterpunch. Jamiel Devine Robinson. What's up, brother? Counterpunch back to you, bro. Counterpunch back to you. Bipias, Jalisco. Salute, Kurt. Take care. Thanks for the videos and news. No problem. They're coming at you every day. Every day. Google V. Google V. Hi, man. Love what you're doing. Appreciate you, man. Thank you. David Woods. House Tricks. Looking forward to Chisora Usyk next Saturday. Hell yes, I am. I really am. Esperant. Bissimi. Counterpunch to you. Fabian Cameron. I started watching your video on Fury's fight date. Yeah. Check it out and get right back to me because I'll be here maybe for about 30 minutes because we board in about 30 minutes. So I wanted to check in with some of you guys. Zanis, I'm doing good, man. How about yourself? King, Twarney. I do not. I did know Wilder is no good to this day. keep on flying the flag. Ali Napari Abu Bakar from Ghana. What's up, brother? Counterpunch from Ghana. Good fighters from Ghana. Chisora versus Usyk study next week. Yeah. Fight study is going to be probably maybe tonight when I get in. Because I have to cover that. Or because it's definitely going to be either today or tomorrow. But what I try to do, I try to get the videos out to you guys in the morning times before I go in, if it's not too early. But I have an early call time tomorrow, so I might have to do it as I go. So you'll be seeing me wearing this shit. you know. LJ Mack, what's up, brother? Counterpunch to you. Everything is good. Why don't all promoters regret all WBC extra belts? Promoters need to unite for the fight against Mickey Mouse belts. Well, Surgit, the problem is they're all in cahoots with each other because they know they get kickbacks and those type of things because the more they know. See, the WBC, Mauricio sells the idea to the promoters, and then therefore the promoters, they sell the idea and the value or the legitimacy of that belt. Okay, so that belt may carry certain things in the eyes of certain people. It ain't nothing but a fucking trinket with a note. You pay a note on the belt, basically. I don't know if it's a monthly note. I don't know if it's an annual note, but I know they do have to pay for having a belt. So it's almost like giving somebody something that you've created. Hey, here's this belt. Now pay me. Vamos a hablar boxeo. Let's go. Alberto Reyes. Reyes, what's up, brother? Counterpunch to you. What's up, Kurt? How's it going? Love from the UK. Jude Atutu. Keep doing what you're doing. Counterpunch to you. Is your opinion, is T.O. undisputed? He can't be undisputed if there's a belt in that division. Um, Now, here's the thing. That's just like you ask yourself the same question. If, let's say, Errol Spence, let's say Errol Spence beat Terrence Crawford. Would Errol Spence would he be regarded as the undisputed where you have Ugas with the WBA? See, Pacquiao has the super WBA that was once held by Keith Thurman, right? But he lost that. So Pacquiao has a WBA. The IBF and the WBC belongs to Errol Spence. So if Errol Spence beat Pacquiao, then Crawford would he be considered as that? The problem is when they decided to make another belt for the WBC, they gave that franchise title so much legitimacy, and they made it bigger by not being able to fight your mandatory. So they made it what it is. But the problem is Haney's belt is the super. So if you make another belt saying this is the super belt, but then yet you already had a super belt, that's the dilemma. That's the problem. You see what I'm saying, Rachel? So it's like this is the super belt that Haney has, okay? But then they gave the belt to Lomachenko, so Lomachenko didn't really have to fight Haney, okay? But now he beats Teofimo in a unification. Now he's considered undisputed because he already had the WBC belt. But one thing I don't want Teo to think the same way Lomachenko was thinking, because the thinking and the idea of Mauricio having that belt above the other WBC belt. If that's the case, it's easier to get all of them, so we won't have to argue on what belt is legitimate and what belt ain't. Take them all. And then winner takes all. It makes it that much exciting. So, D-Town Blaster, what's up, brother? Chat, you're all good, having a good day, man. I'm having a great day. Thank you for the super chat, D-Town Blaster. See you soon, boss. Wilder said if he got knocked out, he would quit. Just wanted to be Floyd, I guess. J Baby, he did say that. And I don't even think I ever made a video on that. But, that shit's so removed at this point, right? To the point you're like, okay, well, who's going to win? What do you think of Billy Joe versus Martin Murray? Billy Joe versus Martin Murray. That's going to be a good fight. But it depends on what condition Billy Joe is. Now, don't be surprised if Billy Joe Saunders looks like shit. Why? Because he hasn't fought. He looked like shit the last time because he hasn't fought in a long time. He suffers from ring rust. So if he does look like shit against Martin Murray, that doesn't mean it's over. I think it means he needs a fight to get himself back into rhythm. Because Billy, he'll do that. He's a comeback kid. He looked like shit before Lemieux. Beat Lemieux, looked great. And Martin's he's a strong fighter, or unless he was. I don't know if he's that same fighter that actually beat Sergio Martinez and they robbed him. If you guys can remember that. Loma beat Lopez. Wow, okay. I thought the franchise belt made Lopez with the others he has. It makes him undisputed. No one seems to know really what it is. I just seen a little bit of an interview with Max Kellerman, and I'm going to talk about that. I'll do that today, so we can go over that and counterpunch that. Julian Lewis, respect counterpunch from Barbados. Nice. I got to get over to Barbados. Appreciate you, man. Can you see Chisora catching Usyk with an overhand right? It can happen. It's possible. He has a puncher's chance, and he's a heavyweight, and it's like Like everybody thought that once Lopez lands those punches against Loma, he was just going to get dropped or get knocked out, and that didn't happen. Now, see if the same result is for Usyk. If the same result for Usyk, I feel that if he's able to take those punches, Odell Boy's in trouble because if he's able to take a punch or two, Usyk's going to take a lot. He's going to give a lot more than he takes. You best believe that. But then again, this is heavyweights. That's what makes the heavyweight division so exciting, so much exciting, because you know there's more at stake with each punch. Each punch thrown is an opportunity for somebody to get KO'd, to get knocked, spark out. So, you know, that's makes all the difference in the world. Jamie will Usyk run from Del Boy all night? No, he will engage, and but he's not going to be stupid either. Just like Lomachenko wasn't stupid. That's why he took so long, because he was cautious. Lopez wasn't dominant. Not a good way to win a belt. Should rematch. I think he should rematch just to know, and just to for everyone else, you know, to prove that he could do it again. See, that's pure confidence. See, when you start acting like Mayweather, and it kind of made me nervous when Teofimo Lopez did say, "Hey, I'm the new Mayweather, I'm Mayweather," because Mayweather did some fuckboy shit. See, Mayweather could have been made more money, much more money than he made fighting Pacquiao again. Think about it. But he decided to fight him one time and pretty much tell Manny Pacquiao to fuck himself. Did Manny Pacquiao make up an excuse? Yes, he did. But the money was still there. The money was still there. So, Soph Brown, what's up from the UK? Counterpunch to you. Jonathan Banks, what's up, Kurt? How are you? I'm great. Everything's great, Jonathan. I doubt Usyk will stand toe to toe with Del Boy. He didn't stand toe to toe with Joe Joyce. So why would he stand toe to toe with old Del Boy? That don't make sense. That's not even smart. You know, it'd be like a bull in the matador type of situation to me, honestly, with Usyk and Chisora, Barry, Coty. We got we got a lot of good fights between now and Christmas. Which fight do you look forward to the most? Probably Usyk Chisora. And see, it's like this. I like all of them because, see, I'm going to cover them all. But Usyk and Chisora means more because it's an eliminator. Garcia and Campbell, it's a mandatory, but it's not as it don't have as much weight as Chisora Usyk. Joshua Pulev, if Pulev's still fighting, because we don't even know, we heard he has an injury or whatnot, but I think that probably would be coming. The next best fight would be Chisora and Usyk. But between Joshua and Pulev, I think that's the fight. That's the money fight right there. Dubois versus Joyce. Who you got, KO or points? I think it's, you know what? A lot of people are looking for a knockout from Dubois. If he wins, I think it'll be off points. I think it will be a tougher fight than Dubois managed because he's so used to. If you look at Dubois, look at his record. He's got like 15 wins, 14 wins. But ask yourself, how many of those wins came from early stoppages? You know, so Dubois, I'm not saying, and I'm not questioning his stamina, but I am questioning the ability he has to go a longer distance than he's been going. You see what I'm saying? Like, Dubois is knocking guys out, and then if you get that reputation, you might take it for granted to knock everybody out. Joe Joyce is a tough mother sucker. So it could be a situation where if Joe Joyce is able to bring him into the other rounds and he's a tough kid, he may give Dubois hell. So that fight ain't set in stone, people. And there's a reason why these matches are the way they are, because if you knew that Dubois is just going to walk through Joe Joyce, it wouldn't be an exciting fight in the first place. Counterpunch. Bash the Great. Hey, Kurt, all the way from Nigeria. Is Anthony Olafemi Joshua still fighting Kubrat Pulev? Everything seems bleak lately. What's going on? Love from Niger. Bravo. Nice. Bash the Great. I'm not sure, man. I just heard rumors. And the problem is, when you hear a rumor, Okay, and a rumor gets started about, like Pulev, for example, you normally have somebody that comes in to answer those questions, to either confirm that the rumor is correct or just to shut it down and say, no, that's not the truth. And since we haven't heard anything, it's bad because it's like a situation where why haven't they came out? Why haven't they confirmed yay or nay? So, and then since they haven't said anything, I mean the same energy you should give Wilder, the same energy you should give somebody else. Because if nobody else is talking from Kubrat's team, your shit might be true. Okay, that's why no one's saying anything. So I don't know Bash the Great. So, but the scary thing is nobody's confirming it. Don't forget the thumbs up. Yeah, we got 100 people on the chat. I appreciate you guys coming on, and we got 43 likes. Let's get 100 likes. Let's go. Everybody hit that like button for me. Lopez did enough. He did do enough. I like how you said that. He did enough to win, and it is impressive that if the scorecards were close, here's the problem. If the scorecards were closer, you can see a reason for a rematch because people thinking this or that. Well, people still think this and that, but the scorecards that made it so wide in margin gives you the perception that why should he fight him again? You know what I mean? And it gives people confidence that they shouldn't really have. You know what I mean? Like, okay, let me give you a perfect example. That's just like a person that is a track star, right? A runner. And they're running a 100-yard dash. And you are running against the other guy in another district, and he's just as fast or just his popularity is just as good as yours. And y'all run against each other. The shots fired, boom, y'all take off running, right? So both of you guys are running. You give it your all. You're running, you're running, you're running, you're running. And the other guy beats the other guy. But then that's just like someone saying if it was like neck and neck, they'd be like, damn, that was close. I wonder what'll happen if they do it again. That's like someone saying, but it was a neck and neck fight or a neck and neck race. Somebody said, no, man, you had him by like a car length. So there was no comparison. You beat this guy hands down. You're gonna get in your mind, why should I race this guy again when people have already told me, based on three other people that judge that fight, a race is a race, which is a better thing, but maybe it's a bad analogy, but it's just like someone saying, no, man, you won barely versus, man, you won by a car length. They're trying to say he won by a car length. You see what I'm saying? That, and it gives you the perception of why should he even want to fight? Martin, Martine Robert, Joe Joyce versus Dubois. That's going to be a pretty good fight. Why did Lopez use his face to block so many punches in the second half of the fight? He must have heard ahead. He must have a hard head. Okay, gotcha. He must because Loma was throwing them bows at him. See, I seen a guy that played catch up. That's what I saw. I saw a guy that played catch up. Lopez was just he was clever. He had great ring IQ. And Lomachenko knew that. People if you're a boxer, you're only gonna do what you allow a person to do. If you're not able to stop certain attacks of a person, that means you haven't made the adjustments. Lomachenko could only do X, Y, and Z, but what he did when he got off, when the punches were there, they were there. They weren't really grazing; they were right on the money. So if you ask me who threw the more crisp punches was Lomachenko. Even though Teofimo countered well, but they was on the inside. A lot of those, he was shooting for that uppercut that missed a lot. It landed a few times, but again, based on people's logic or idea of what they thought this fight would be, as soon as Lopez landed those punches, Lomachenko's supposed to went down. Being a 126 pounder, this, that, and the other. So yeah, I know what you meant, JJ. Hard, herd head. Michael Stacy. If Joyce throws a combo in the first round, it won't land till round 9. That's not right. Kurt versus Aki in the octagon. Do it for charity or fight blue balls? Sports TV. we will put up the money. Okay, John, you got it. Depends on how much money, because it got to be worth me closing down a series of 2 series of television to do that with Blue Blood. It wouldn't be our key is too small. I don't want to fight anyone that small, even though it would warrant me doing something to him. But I wouldn't want to do that. It's just that I don't think that's right. Now, Blue Blood, and I think he's. I never met him, so I don't know how big he is at all. But he comes off like a guy that is at least a heavyweight. So it would be like Blue Blood Sports TV. Fabian Cameron, Kurt, I've watched the video, and all I am going to say about Wilder is he is living up to what he said. Wilder's words in a previous interview, I want someone to shut me up. Fabian, you're absolutely right. He shut up. Can't argue with that. Hit the like button with a Mike Tyson left hook chat. Counterpunch to you, D-Town Blast. Appreciate the super chat, brother. I hope Kubrat ain't ducking again. Lade, Afulabi. I hope not either. No one is confirming the Pulev rumor because it was started by the troll account on Twitter. Okay, well, good. But I mean, still, if you know it's. Here's the thing, though. Let me counterpunch you. Okay? Abraham, Mel. If you heard something about you and you know that's not true, you want to. Come on, that's about not fighting. That's about being injured. You don't want people to think you're injured. You know? I'm laughing at the thumbnail. Wilder isn't throwing straight left like that in his whole Smith and West. Everyone is talking about AJ versus Fury, but Dillian wins. What if Fury has to fight him next? He's not, because Mauricio already told us that he's out of that. He's out of the hot seat for that. When he got knocked out from Pulev, he lost it all. Sorry, it sucks. You know. I like the new girls at the beginning of the videos. Hold on a second. Okay. Okay, my flight has been delayed. Great. Anyway, 5 minutes is not too bad. Watch Teddy Atlas. Zana, you know what I have? And I had to counterpunch. There's so many videos that I have to really get out to you guys that I've read, and I have to counter off those because it's a lot of content that I do want to add and counterpunch. And Teddy Atlas is one of them. And I don't see Teddy Atlas biased one fucking bit. He doesn't have a pony in the show. He just has a YouTube channel just like me, and he trains from time to time. And he's a lover of the sport. He's been trained from the best, some legends, so he knows boxing. So he's just old school like that. My scorecard was 118 to 110, to be honest. Okay. Loma definitely won 6 rounds. So if he won 6 rounds, no losses, no draws, what does that look like? That looks like to me it looks like to me a draw. All right? Yep. The scorecards were really some BS. Jamiel, or is it Jamel? Really some BS, especially 119 and 109. Who scored that mess? Julie Letterman. She scored it. No. Joel Dunn. I mean, I don't know about the most famous. I don't know, because maybe one of the Fast and Furious. Maybe Michelle Rodriguez. No, hell no. I don't know. That's a good question, Joel Dunn. I mean, because I've met a lot of people, so it's kind of like, Chadwick Boseman, maybe Michael B. Jordan. That's Black Panther, so everybody got paid off of that. Forrest Whitaker, because I double Forrest Whitaker. Iceman, salute. Greenmount Avenue, counterpunch to you, brother. Ghetto Love, what's up, brother? Counterpunch to you. Jorge Fortes, or Fortes. Uh, Kell Brook only for a paycheck. I think it's his last hurrah. He'll give it a go until he gets hurt, and then I think he'll quit. You know what I'm saying? He's done. Well, I don't think he quit in Golovkin, but I think he quit fighting in the Golovkin fight. Never mind boxing. What about Hunter Biden's laptop? Nah, fuck that. Um, Bill Joyce will beat Dubois quite easily, actually. Boxing fans still can't tell when they see a hype job. Counterpunch to you. Tony Allen, it's going pretty good, brother. Yeah, Triple D did break his fucking face. He started to break it on his face, and then Errol Spence, his ass started. Man, that's got to be that's some terrible ass whoopings for some fucking terrible guys. I'm sorry. Think about it. You get your face broke by Golovkin, and you get your face broke more by Errol Spence. That's bad. And those are two hard hitting cats. Good. Send me a contract. Send it through Instagram, Twitter, some shit like that. I'm dead serious. You're joking. I'm John Whiteman. I'm dead serious. Nikki Blue Eyes. What's going on, baby? Let's say good evening, Kurt. Once again, thank you for the shout out for my little son, for my son. He is non-stop playing your live. Enough respect. Love, Kurt. Nikki Blue Eyes, my pleasure. My pleasure. Anytime. Who should Loma fight next? Teofimo Lopez for $10 million. No, I mean, he should give Lopez $10 million. If Bob Arum wants to back Loma like that, put up a shut up. PBC, what's the meaning of PBC? Premier Boxing Champions. That's what it stands for, Moses. This isn't politics channel. Boy, go on. Counterpunch to you, Jamiel. I know, right? This is not the channel for that. I mean, there are channels that talk about politics. I know. I mean, fucking has nothing to do with boxing per se. This is a boxing channel. Tony Allen, loving the channel. Appreciate you, man. Thank you. Once Loma started fighting Teofimo, Teo had no answers, but Teo will get caught, him in the 12th, and won. So I thought it was going to be from a knockout. Hey, no problem, Moses. Why is PBC called Premier Boxing Champions instead of Premier Boxing Championship? Well, because when they first started with Al Heyman, he had a lot of guys that, and then it's how they marketed it. He had enough champions. Because remember, Wilder and all those guys were at Golden Boy. Love your videos. Keep up the good work. Appreciate you, Moses. I think that Usyk has more skill than what he gets credit for, even though he gets a lot of credit for that. Now I think a lot of Usyk hits a lot harder, and it's not really the punch that it's the punch that you don't see he hits you with. Like that shit he hit Tony Bellew with. Tony Bellew didn't see that punch. He got kind of stunned with one punch and got knocked out by the next punch. It was bad. Why does Aki not answer the phone? He doesn't answer the phone. He doesn't. That's some made up bullshit. They filter them calls, and if they find out somebody's gonna, because you have to answer a certain questionnaire before going on. He ain't gonna just come on. Yeah, none of these casual ass fans, these decafs. Look, that man will not. He won't. Matter of fact, I think about maybe over a month ago. That's why, why would you call someone on the platform? If you want to go toe to toe, we can always do a video, a video on that. But I mean, his channel's growing off Glovegate. More power to him. Build your channels off lies, because once that's over, it's over. You'll have a lot of subscribers, but then nobody else to really talk to, because the reason your channel is growing is because of one fucking thing. So you have to balance your channel. Arizism. Kurt, you got any acting roles coming up? No, not acting roles. I was up for one on The Fear of the Walking Dead here. But no. Kurt, I call PBC professional boxing cowards. I say that because Wilder's ducking AJ and got the most excuses. Well, Nikki, here's the thing. He ain't had shit lately. All he has is a bunch of quietness. Otto Wallin should get more big fights after his performance against Fury. Yes, honest, but who really wants to fight Otto Wallin? He's sparred everybody. He sparred Wilder. He sparred Joshua. He gave Fury hell. He went 12 rounds with Fury. You know, do you think a Jogba would be a good fight for Fury or White? Yeah, it would. He would be a good fighter. I'd love to see him in there. But I think what they're going to do with a Jogba is build his name on ESPN. So he's going to fight some more people that we ain't heard of just to get a feel and his name known on a particular channel or network. And then they might throw him in there with somebody. But I think they're trying to gear up to, and really, a Jogba, if you guys think about it, a Jogba is the insurance for Pulev. Let me explain. Bob Arum is so convinced that Pulev will knock out Joshua, but in case that doesn't happen, he has a Jogba. Why is a Jogba important? A Jogba is important because he's that other guy from Nigeria that he knows. Bob Arum knows that if a Jogba keeps winning, he's an undefeated, big, tall, strong Nigerian boxer. He has history with Anthony Joshua. They've not had words, but he said some things about Joshua that weren't so cool. Some of them were, some of them weren't. And he's also expressed desire to fight Joshua. So if Joshua knocks out Pulev, then he can set a date. And then if Joshua gets past Fury, then you have a Jogba on down the trough. Okay. Who's your favorite heavyweight at the moment? I don't know. I have no idea. I like Chisora, man. I like his grit because he's been in there with a lot of people. He doesn't have a good record. I can't say a good record. He doesn't have an unbeaten record, so the politics are not with him. He goes in there to fight. If he knocks you out, he knocks you out. If he don't, he don't. But he gives it his all. Just like back when you had guys like Floyd Mayweather, Fernando Vargas, Juan Lascano, those type of dudes. I like fights like Arturo Gatti. I would watch an Arturo Gatti fight over the other fights because you're going to get a hell of a fight. Hit that like button. Let's get 100 likes, guys. Let's go. I don't know Mighty Villain. I think it's going to be somebody like, uh, what's that guy's name? I was going to say Kaladze. It ain't Kaladze, but somebody we ain't heard of. Dadak! Joel Dunn. Usyk yeah, he's a funny guy. You know, he's a very humorous cat. Toby Barley, Iceman, salute, brother. Counterpunch to you. Salute. Your honest opinion, how do you see Povetkin White rematch? Povetkin can do it again. He can do it again. And if Mark Pringles lives, Counterpunch to you, brother. Maybe you could play a zombie. No, I'm too big for a zombie, Barry. But anyway, back to you, Dickie. I think if Dillian White doesn't make the adjustment, if he slips, he can slip again. If he slips again, he'll be knocked out again. But they need to honestly, like I told you guys before, they need to honestly admit what the weak area of Dillian White is, what they can't afford to do. He's from hometown New Jersey. Yeah. I love that guy. God bless the dead. Pulev blocks all punches with his face. Maybe you should put it down. Let's see. I wish I knew what Wilder was up to besides hiding. I wish a lot of people knew. Yeah, I mean, lady. Shouts out to Lady Sean. She had an interview with Dean White. Counterpunch to you. I got to check that out. You got to tell me all about it. Big up Dillian White for jumping straight back into the rematch. He has no choice, because he's at that level. He's created that reputation of fighting the best, so he can't just back out now. He got knocked out, so he has to get it. He has to get it back, and then he was beating Povetkin. Let's look at it this way: regardless of what happens with Povetkin and White, you're gonna have some exciting. You're gonna see one hell of an exciting fight. You're gonna see knockdowns. You might see multiple knockdowns. We saw multiple knockdowns. Both fighters were knocked down. Povetkin was knocked down twice, and he knocks out White. You can't say that's not an exciting fight. Counterpunch. Bars. Why the mask? Because I'm at the airport. Why are you wearing the muzzle, Kurt? Really, man? Here. You're on. You on. You on the. No, just you got to wear it at the airport. So, it is what it is. Because if I was eating somewhere, that'd be different. Because I could actually sit down. I believe he can redeem himself deep down. Dylan knows his chin is weak. His weakness. That's true, Nikki. That's what I'm saying. How the fuck is Char WBA champion? He's a WBA regular champion. White definitely has to run that back. But if White loses again, I would say it's over for him. Sorry to say. Well, I would say the hype is over for him. I would say it. You can't expect him to be in the position that he once was. So in terms of over his championship, yeah, it's over for him. But he could always fight Joshua if Joshua gets past things. So we just gotta these fights gotta happen first to see where Dillian White falls in line. Tartan 360. I think Joshua can go far, very far. I definitely has to run that back. Okay. Talk here about Charles Martin standing in for Andrew Pulev. What do you think? I think it's a good fight. Honestly, I'd rather see Pulev though. He just told he would. He just told you he was at the airport. I know, right? It is what it is. But anyway, guys, I will probably make another volume when I reach Dallas because I got to relay over there. But I appreciate everybody coming onto the chat. Yeah, we'll go live again. I'll try to go live again when I get there. Depends on how far I am from the terminal. But everybody, yes, I am. Marley, Mars. Everybody in the chat, you guys been counterpunched. And I will see you on the next one. Peace.